Question 3. What have you learnt from your audience feedback? As part of my planning, I did multiple research studies. The first one I did at the beginning of my planning and research was a simple questionnaire on what type of music videos people like, and this can be found on my blog. From my questionnaire, I concluded that people prefer to see a narrative or performance-based music video, a genre of pop or hip-hop. The results also showed that people like original content with special effects and animations. From this, I began to plan my music video. I chose a hip-hop song and I decided to do a narrative or / performance-based music video. The second questionnaire I did gave qualitative results and so allowed people to give more in-depth responses. I handed out this questionnaire to 4 people and the results can be seen on my blog here. From this questionnaire, I decided to film some more shots because at the time my music video only had car shots and singing shots, not any of the other ones that were in my music video. So I filmed at different locations and used a variety of props such as the bike and flare instead of just the car. As many people in my questionnaire responded in ways such as need more variety of shots to make it more interesting. The third form of audience feedback I did was a focus group. I asked 3 students to openly discuss 5 questions about the first part of the music video. I got them to watch the first minute of my music video, as it was the only bit that was edited. At the time, it was all in black and white, and it only had a very small variety of shots. The main thing I took away from this focus group was the variety of shots an audience would like to see. All of their answers suggested that I needed more shots to keep my video interesting and new locations. From this constructive criticism, I went off and filmed more with different props and lightings to make my video more interesting for the audience. The positive feedback I gained was mainly the idea behind the 1950s theme, and so I carried on filming for that. The analysis of my questionnaire and my focus group can both be seen on my blog, and the link is shown below. For the last section of my audience feedback, I created a questionnaire on SurveyMonkey, asking 8 different people about questions about my finished music video and ancillary text. The results are shown below, question by question. The results for question 1 and 2 are quite self-explanatory. However, I just want to point out that overall the results of my survey were very positive. The first question was how much did my music video hold your attention, and that got 87% answers were I was very intrigued to watch more. 12% was I was entertained for the amount of the time. Question 2, how did you rate camera work and editing? 75% of people said very good and 25% of people said good. Question 3, how much do you think the music video suits the song? 87.5% of people said they work really well together, and 12.5% said the music video works well with the song okay. And question 4, do you think that the narrative of the music video links with the lyrics well? The same results applied. For each of these questions I got mainly the results I wanted. However, there was just one person on each who suggested in their answer that the music video could have worked better with the song, and that the narrative of the music video could have linked more with the lyrics. When doing my research and planning, I did a lyric analysis, which can be found on my blog, where I went into more depth about my song and what it was about, and I explained that the basic idea was about the artist celebrating living in a small town, which I tried to convey in my music video. However, I did not create much of a story out of it, as I didn't think it was needed. I just tried to represent this idea as effectively as possible through different themes and conventions. For question 5, what was your favourite part of the music video? I got a variety of responses. 5 out of the 8 people answered relating to the flare, 2 people in particular noticed why I put the flare in and how the visual effect worked with the pace and lyric of the song. For example, my favourite part is how the purple smoke went with the lyrics singing about the aliens in space, and someone else put, when the flare was released and the footage was slowed down, fitted well with the imagery. This is what I was aiming for when editing. I used slow motion's effect, and the parts where the song's pace got slower, I put the flare in. Although my music video did not follow a clear storyline, I still tried as much as possible to follow a concept related to the lyrics. And this was noticeable by one of the people that answered my survey. They said, autumn leaves and the park scene, which linked well with the theme about place and being home. This was a very positive feedback for me, as it showed that they noticed what concept I was going for. I got a mixed response with question 6, which was, what do you think could be improved in my music video? 2 people said nothing needed to be changed. One person said I could have done more of a storyline, which would have done it if I did it again. Some people said I could have more changes of scene and variety of colour, but I thought I did quite well on this. However, if I were to do it again, I would add more colour maybe and change the locations of some shots. One person said I should have had a male artist to do the rapping bits, and some other people did say this throughout my project. I wanted to get a male artist, however I had filmed and edited all of the other parts of the videos, so it was kind of too late, and also I couldn't find a suitable person that would actually suit the role to do it. Question 7 was, do you think my music video works well with the ancillary text? I got 100% yes for this, which was very positive. And question 8 was, what do you think could be improved in my ancillary text? The responses about my ancillary texts were positive. A lot of people had no comment when it came to the improvements. However, there were a few such as different font, which has been mentioned before, and I think I could have done with a different font running throughout my project. As there are other fonts give more of a 1950s theme. However, I was unable to download them at the time, and someone also said I could have tried doing my ancillary text in black and white, and I did try this, but I just didn't think it looked that good because the bright colours of the car and trees did not stand out in black and white, so I didn't do it in the end.